Welcome back, everyone. That's right. Another month, another video. I haven't disappeared again for 7 months. Yet. Hey look, Deadly Towers! Deadly Towers. It's a game. And I have the game. And now we're gonna play the game. And talk about the game. Look at this guy. Muscles, a big sword, a golden shield. He's a friggin' Viking. Hell yeah, I'm ready to be a Viking. Let's pop this sucker in and get started. Okay, this derpy little guy is not the heroic Viking-looking guy from the cover. Who the hell is he? No, really. I mean, look at him. He looks like a little kid in a crappy Halloween costume. He can't be. Well, why the hell does he look nothing like he does on the cover? We've got a real Mega Man situation going on here. While we're on the topic of graphics, let's just get this out of the way now. The graphics aren't good. Look at the screen. This first section, I thought that there might have been a problem with my capture card, giving everything a green tint. But no, that's just the color scheme that they chose. As the game goes on, it starts to look a bit better, but still, it's a pretty ugly looking game. Like, look here, green floors and orange walls. The best design for a building ever. And why is the bottom wall made of bricks, the left and right made of different looking bricks, but then the top wall made out of some other type of weird texture? The enemy designs are so lazy. One of the enemies you see in the game is a blue ball. And this thing takes way longer to kill than it should for just being a blue ball. Although I guess it does make for a pretty epic showdown. The might and strength of Prince Meyer versus the most dastardly of evil foes, a blue ball. Enemies often spawn out of the bounds of reach. I could technically shoot through the wall to kill them, but what's the point? I'm not going to get any items from them, so I might as well just walk by and leave them there. And you know what? Let's have a good old-fashioned roll call for some of these amazing enemies. Blue balls, black balls, orange balls, fire, other fire, blobs of blobby stuff, more fire, bats, and missing No's younger brother. Truly, some other games, like Legend of Zelda, could have borrowed some inspiration from Deadly Towers. If only other games could have enemy pools as rich as this. You do eventually start seeing better enemies like dinosaur people, knights, and wizards, but why fill up the start of the game with all the uninspired crap? The start of the game is the most important part. It gets people hooked, but the first enemies that you see are fire and blue balls. I have said blue balls entirely too many times already in this review. The control's not that good. You walk extremely slowly, and you attack enemies by throwing an endless amount of swords at them that you apparently have. But you can't throw more than a single sword at a time, meaning that you have to wait for the sword that you threw to leave the screen or hit an enemy before you can shoot another one, which is actually really annoying, because they don't go that fast. If you miss an enemy, then you're completely defenseless until your sword goes off the side of the screen. Why can't I just swing my damn sword? And also, my thumb really friggin' hurts from pressing the A button over and over again. Why can't I just hold it down to keep throwing swords? That would sure be nice. Oh, and the B button? Doesn't do a thing in the world. How about making it a run button? That'd really help. Okay, I'm trying to kill this guy, but it's taking forever. Is he even getting hurt? I've been at this for several minutes. Okay, screw this. If you don't want to die, then I just won't kill ya. How about that, huh? Showed him. The screen lags behind the player when you walk. I can see more of what's behind me than what's ahead of me. Why does this happen in so many of the games that I review? Oh good, an actual enemy. The first decent looking one so far. A boss, really. A giant red fire-breathing drake. Oh, I beat it. If you stand in front of it and keep shooting, it can't even move. That's good for a lot of enemies, actually. As long as you're close to them, you can just rapid fire, and as long as you're firing rapidly, the enemies can't even move. Here's a big annoyance. You can fall off certain cliffs, and enemies send you flying when they hit you. And when you fall off a cliff, you instantly die. No retry, here's your password, now get outside. That can make traveling through this place very difficult and annoying, as if surviving wasn't hard enough already. There's no post-hit invincibility. Look how fast that little scorpion killed me. It's embarrassing. And I wasn't low on health either. Your armor's just made out of grass, I guess. Oh, and this area is a maze. There's no cliffs to fall down, but instead it just has a large cluster of square, identical rooms filled to the brim with enemies. And I cannot find my way out. It really is a maze. Just keep wandering around and oh, there we go. Yep, next thing to talk about, secret warps. The only way to get to these hidden dungeon areas is hidden warps. What does that mean? It means walk around until you touch an invisible spot that teleports you here whether you like it or not. Having warps in your mazes is fine, but put some sort of indication there. It's one way too, so if you get teleported somewhere you didn't want to be, the only way back is the long way. Or dying, which will probably be what happens since I'm still so damn weak. There's quite a few rooms where you'll get hit as soon as you enter them. And it's not like I'm gonna remember not to go in there next time. Everything looks the same. Ugly. Oh my god, this game is so bad. I just teleported back here again for the 17th goddamn time. I'm lost. I die so easily. I just want to upgrade my defense and attack so that maybe I can get somewhere in this game. But to do that, you gotta find a shop in this dungeon, which is easier said than done. Also, you need money, which is called Lutter. Just Urban Dictionary that. It doesn't mean money. But yeah, you need Lutter, and every time that you die, you lose all but 50 of your Lutter. So I guess it's time to grind some enemies. This game has all the good stuff. No post-it invincibility, slow movement, confusing level design, and grinding. Better not do it here though, since this is another room that you get hit every time that you enter it. So I grind some enemies, I get some Lutter, I go wandering around to find a shop, I die, I start over, I grind again, I search again, and oh my god, I found a shop! A shield! I'll take it! And a potion, screw it, yeah, I'll take that too! It ends up not really helping very much, but there's no but. I'm not even sure what I'm supposed to do at this point. Find some magic bells or something? Well, I've been searching around this dungeon forever and I haven't really found anything of interest. I feel like I'm still not very far in this game and I'm already completely lost. It's all just about wandering around aimlessly hoping that you find upgrades in shops, die, and then try again and again. Oh my god, I stepped on a spot that teleported me back here! This is the most annoying thing! I don't think there's anything left in this entire area. At least not until I can kill those knight guys. Being randomly teleported around the game is the most annoying thing about it. Why not have doors? Why not label them? It doesn't take away from the experience, it just makes it easier to navigate and keep track of. It's becoming increasingly obvious to me that I'm going to need to map out this area. So I did. I played through this dungeon, I explored a bunch of it, and I mapped it out as I went. It's annoying to have to do this, but you know what? Metroid required a map as well, and that was a really fun game. But by doing this, I've realized something. This dungeon is really friggin' huge. Look at this giant map that I made, and this is only what I explored so far. This is probably a 1/10 of the amount of unmappable crap in this game. In fact, here's a complete map of one dungeon that I got off of Google. This is the size of a single dungeon in this game. What the hell? I don't get it. And enemies respawn if you leave the screen, so exploring this entire place is a real treat, let me tell you. And do you want to know the best part? This is gold. You're gonna love this. I loved this when I found out. I found out from some Googling that I finally mercifully did that these are just dungeons. While in Zelda, dungeons are the core of the entire game, in this game, dungeons' only use are to find items in shops. Most of which items disappear when you die. And the ones that don't are armor, which isn't even the best armor that you can get in the entire game. So I've been wasting my time! Where am I even supposed to go? Well, back here, of course. Screw those dungeon mazes. You see this map? You see this giant, huge map right here? Turns out I was actually on the right path a couple dozen times in the past, but I probably ended up getting teleported away by one of the many invisible teleports strewn all about the place. If you can manage to avoid the teleports and not die, which is harder than it sounds, Then you can make the long trek all the way up this castle, all the way up to the top. Oh, never mind, I fell! I was almost at the top of the castle, but if one single enemy hits you on any of these narrow walkways, you fall and have to restart from the beginning. And some enemies literally spawn either right in front of you or practically inside you sometimes. It's not fair. All I want to do is see a tower. It's what the game is named after. There are 7 towers. I think it's 7. I mean, I could check. You know what? Who cares? There's 18.5 towers, and you climb the castle to get to them. Then you climb the towers to get to the bells. And I can't even get to a single one. Even when you make it to the top of the castle and you think that you're finally there at a tower, there's another area before the towers. It's basically a tower to get inside of a tower. I thought that maybe I would be able to beat this. Just once, I'd be able to beat a game without using Game Genie. I gave up on Bart vs. the Space Mutants, rightfully so. I gave up on a bunch of other games, once again, all rightfully so, but it just would have been nice to finally win. To finally be able to reach the end of a game. Yeah. But this game is just so unfair. I mean, it's really hard. I can't even say that it's so hard that the title is appropriate, Deadly Towers, because I can't even get to a damn tower. Deadly Castle. Actually, no. Deadly Castle, awful gameplay, bad music, bad graphics, and cripplingly annoying and obnoxiously huge dungeons. That's the new name of this game. Spread it around, people, because I am freaking done! Screw it, I'm beating this friggin' thing! I'll travel through this damn place so much that I know exactly how to avoid all this damn crap. Make my way all the way up here, climb up these damn towers, desperately try to survive because oh no, when I die, I have to start the hell over all over again. And I die from seemingly nothing sometimes. On top of all that, I have to step on every single space on the floor in every single one of these towers because I have to find the hidden areas so that I can get better stuff. So, travel, kill, survive, search, die. Rinse and repeat. The enemies get harder, and usually seem like they're just high off their asses, running around randomly. Oh, and these stupid ghosts. So fast, and they never leave you alone. They're nearly impossible to hit. They never stop. And then you eventually find faster ones. Die, die. Die, 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 die. Die, 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 die. Eventually, I found out their secret weakness, standing in the corner. So now it's way too easy. Most of the bosses thankfully follow the same rules as the ghosts. Thank God too, because if hiding in the corner didn't help, then this would be friggin' impossible. But if you kill the bosses too soon, then you get cut off from getting some of the best armor in the game. I learned that the hard way. So keep searching for secret areas before killing bosses, and then when you find one and die, make a mental note to come back to it later. You see, some secret areas are much harder than other ones, but they don't go in a no-brainer order like left to right tower in terms of difficulty. No, it's random. So just trial and error this shiz until you finally get all of your stuff. Eventually, after much dying and wishing to be dying, I did. I got the armor, I got the weapons, I got the whatever the fun game. So much fun, my head doesn't hurt at all. Kill the bosses. By now, it's not even worth giving any effort. Then, burn the bells in the fire. It doesn't take long or induce seizures at all. And then, back to the dungeon to buy some potions, I guess. Hope you taped your map back together, or you're gonna have a hard time knowing where the shop is and getting out of there. And now it's off to the end game once you figure out where it is. More searching, more searching, more searching. It's so much fun. Oh good! More bosses! More bosses! Die! Die, you ugly bastard! This guy is impossible to avoid getting hit by. I have the best armor in the game. I have the best weapons in the game. All I can do is just go to a shop, buy a bunch of potions, fight him, drink, fight him, drink, fight him, drink, fight him, drink, fight him, drink. worth it.